All right. So let's get right into it. This Everton versus Aston Villa match. We're going to look
Yeah.
at some stats and some tactical analysis to help you with your betting.
Yeah, some good stuff.
First off the bat, huge news. David Moyes is back in charge at Everton after a decade away.
It's a really fascinating development, especially considering, how Everton have been struggling this season.
Yeah.
They desperately need goals, and they haven't scored in 8 of their last 10 league games.
Yeah, that's right. They've been drawing blanks left and right.
Yeah.
So could this Moyes return? Could we see a classic new manager bounce?
Maybe.
I mean, his track record against Aston Villa is pretty impressive.
It is.
Only 7 losses and over 30 encounters.
That's a really good point, especially if you're looking at, betting on a bit of an upset.
Yeah.
But you can't really ignore Aston Villa's recent dominance in this fixture. I mean, they've won 67% of their recent matches against Everton.
Yeah.
And it's not even like narrow victories or anything.
No, they've been quite ruthless, haven't they?
Yeah.
Aston Villa averages 2 goals a game against Everton, which is just crazy.
It is.
And on top of that, Everton have conceded at least 2 goals in 67% of those recent matches.
Yeah, it paints a pretty clear picture of how this has played out recently.
Yeah. It does.
However, football's not always straightforward, so if we are going to look at some betting,
Yeah.
one stat that is pretty interesting is that 67% of recent Everton versus Aston Villa games have seen over 2.5 goals.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's interesting as well. So high-scoring games tend to be the theme between these two sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's not forget, Aston Villa have not been too amazing away from home.
They haven't.
They're currently on a 5-game losing streak
Away from home.
away from home and haven't kept a clean sheet on their travels since April.
That's a big weakness.
It is a big weakness, and maybe Everton can exploit that, especially if Moyes can tighten things up at the back.
Yeah, definitely. And on the, we're talking about upsets. The draw probability sits around 30.77%. So that might be tempting for some people as well.
Okay, so we've kind of thrown a bunch of numbers at you now, but what does it all actually tell us about this match?
Yeah.
Well, if you're leaning towards betting on the over 2.5 goals, history seems to be on your side.
Absolutely, but don't discount that potential impact of Moyes returning and Aston Villa's very shaky away form.
Yeah.
This match has got a lot of variables, which makes it fascinating to analyze.
It does.
It really does.
Okay, so we've covered some of the key stats that could help you make some betting decisions.
Yeah.
But let's now go beyond the numbers and look at what tactical battle we might see unfold on the pitch.
I like this. This is where it gets interesting. So the tactical clash between Moyes and Unai Emery, Aston Villa's manager.
Yeah.
Really interesting to look at. What's really fascinating here is how will Moyes approach this game?
Yeah.
Will he prioritize that defensive solidity? Because obviously Everton have been very leaky at the back.
They have, yeah.
Or will he kind of encourage a more attacking approach to try and break their scoring drought?
It's a real dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they need goals, but they've also been really vulnerable at the back.
Yeah, it's a tough one for him to sort of figure out that balance.
Yeah.
I mean, in his previous stint at Everton, Moyes was very much known for his kind of pragmatic approach.
Yeah.
He often favored that 4-4-2 formation,
Right.
emphasized defensive discipline and quick transitions.
Okay, so for people who don't really know their football formations, 4-4-2 means 4 defenders,
Yeah.
4 midfielders,
Huh.
and 2 strikers.
Yeah.
That classic setup that really focuses on solidity and direct play.
It is, and although Moyes has, shown that he can adapt his tactics over the years, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him revert back to a very similar approach for this first game back.
Yeah.
He's going to want to make Everton hard to beat,
Yeah.
first and foremost.
I think that's the first. He's going to want to instill some organization and some resilience that's been lacking recently.
Absolutely, but then the question is, can they hold out against Aston Villa's attack? I mean, even with their struggles on the road, Villa have got some really good firepower up front.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins and Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
They can cause all sorts of problems.
Pace and movement, real threat.
And we can't forget Ross Barkley.
The former Evertonian
Yeah.
always seems to love playing against his old club.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a knack for it.
He really does. Barkley has scored against Everton for 3 different clubs now, and he even provided an assist in the 3-2 win for Aston Villa earlier this season.
Yeah, so Everton's defense are going to have to be really careful.
They are, yeah. Giving him any space or time on the ball is going to be a real danger.
Definitely.
So that's something Moyes will have to address.
So how do you think Aston Villa's recent away form might influence their approach to this match?
Well,
Will they be more cautious, or will they try and exploit Everton's vulnerabilities?
Unai Emery is a very astute tactician.
Yeah.
He's known for planning things out very meticulously and adapting his game plan to the opponent.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll be too phased by a few bad results.
So you think he'll still stick to his attacking principles even though they've struggled on the road?
I think he'll be tempted to, especially considering, how weak Everton have been defensively.
Yeah.
But he will be wary of their vulnerability on the counterattack.
Yeah.
If Everton soak up the pressure and hit them on the break, it could spell disaster for Villa.
Yeah. So we could see a more balanced approach from Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Where they focus on controlling the tempo but are wary of Everton on the break.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes it such a fascinating tactical battle,
Yeah.
You've got Moyes potentially looking to frustrate Villa with that solid defensive structure and quick transitions.
Right.
And then Emery will try and find that balance between attacking intent and being cautious defensively.
Yeah, it's a real clash of styles, isn't it? And it's hard to predict who's going to come out on top.
It is. It really is. But one thing is for sure, the individual battles within this tactical framework are going to be absolutely crucial in determining the outcome of this match. Yeah. The player matchups are always key, and there are some very intriguing ones to watch out for in this game. Let's start with one of the most interesting ones. I think is going to be in that center of the park, Idrissa Gueye.
Oh.
Everton's, a workhorse in midfield.
He is a workhorse, isn't he?
Up against Douglas Luiz, Aston Villa's playmaker.
Oh, yeah. That's a battle that could really dictate the flow of the whole game.
Oh, absolutely. Gubai's, he's a ball winner, isn't he? He breaks up the play, wins back possession.
Yeah.
He's been vital for Everton this season, especially in front of that back four.
Yeah.
But he's going to have his work cut out against Luiz.
Yeah.
Luiz is smooth on the ball, and he's really key to how Villa build up their attacks.
Yeah.
And he's a threat from set pieces as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, his deliveries can be dangerous.
Yeah. So if Gueye can disrupt Luiz's rhythm, it'll be much harder for Villa to create chances.
Yeah, but on the flip side, if Luiz gets the better of Gueye,
oh, yeah,
Villa could control the game.
Absolutely.
Now, moving further up the pitch, we've got another interesting battle.
Yeah.
Beto Everton's main goal threat against Tyrone Mings, Aston Villa's captain, and, defensive rock.
Yeah. Beto's shown glimpses of what he can do, even scored a couple in his last 3 starts.
He has. He has.
For both club and country.
Yeah, including that really important one against Peterborough in the FA Cup.
Yeah, but Mings is a tough guy to get past.
He is a big, strong lad.
Oh, he's a real handful in the air and a tough tackler.
So this will be crucial, this battle, if Beto can kind of get the better of Mings.
Oh, it'll open up chances for his teammates.
Yeah, but if Mings keeps him quiet, Everton are going to struggle to score.
Yeah, for sure. And, of course, we can't talk about these key battles without mentioning Ross Barkley facing his former club.
Well, it's always a spicy one, isn't it? When you come up against your old team.
It is. And Barkley always seems to score against Everton, even when he's not in the best of form.
Yeah.
It's like he's got a point to prove.
Yeah, it's almost like a personal vendetta against them.
Maybe it is. I mean, he's only lost one of his 9 games against Everton.
That's impressive.
It's crazy, isn't it? So Everton's defense have got to be careful about giving him any space.
Yeah, keep him quiet.
Absolutely. It's a potential danger zone.
It is a big danger zone.
That Moyes will have to think about.
So we've got all these fascinating tactical battles and individual duels to look forward to.
I have.
But it's not just about formations and matchups, is it?
No.
It's about that mental game as well.
The psychological aspect is massive for this game.
Huge.
Moyes is returning to a club where he had a lot of success, but it's also a club that's been struggling.
Yeah, there's pressure on him to deliver straight away.
Absolutely. And it's a tricky situation. The fans are going to expect big things immediately.
Yeah.
But you can't just turn things around overnight, can you?
No, it's going to take time.
So he needs to find that balance between, getting them to believe in themselves again, but also managing expectations.
Yeah.
His man management skills will be crucial here. Can he demand those high standards, but also offer that support?
Yeah. So how do you think Unai Emery will approach this match psychologically? Aston Villa have been in decent form, but they've had those away day struggles.
Well, Emery's, he's known for his preparation and, getting his team mentally ready.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be reminding his players of, what they are capable of and how they can dominate games.
But he's also going to have to address those away day blues.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got to find a way to be more consistent on the road.
Maybe he'll focus on the mental side of playing away from home.
Yeah.
The importance of resilience and handling the pressure.
It's a fascinating psychological battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got Moyes trying to kind of revitalize a struggling team, and Emery trying to maintain momentum, even though they've had a few wobbles.
Yeah. It adds another layer to this match.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the managers, is it?
No.
The players are going to be feeling the pressure too.
Yeah, take someone like Jordan Pickford, for example, Everton's goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's come under some criticism this season.
He has, yeah.
So he'll be desperate to prove his doubters wrong.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then you've got Ollie Watkins for Villa.
Yeah.
He's on fire at the moment.
He is, yeah.
And he'll be wanting to keep that scoring streak going.
These little individual stories and narratives just add even more drama to this match.
Yeah, they do.
It's not just about the team. It's about these individual battles.
Yeah, and it's all unfolding on the pitch.
Absolutely. We've talked about the stats, the tactics, the psychological battle, even those individual stories and narratives.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that football is unpredictable.
It is. You can't predict football.
Sometimes it just comes down to a moment of brilliance.
Yeah.
A lucky bounce or a controversial decision.
Yeah.
That can completely change the game.
It's that X factor that keeps us all on the edge of our seats.
It does. You can analyze all the data you want, but sometimes it just comes down to these unpredictable moments.
It's true, and I think that's why we love it.
It is. I think we've given our listeners plenty to think about with their betting strategy, haven't we?
We've tried to cover all bases.
Yeah, we have. So it's up to them now.
It is.
Do they trust the historical trends?
Yeah.
Do they believe in the Moyes factor?
Yeah.
Or maybe they fancy a draw.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's a tough one to call. What's your gut feeling?
I'm leaning towards a score draw.
Okay.
I think Moyes will make them tough to beat.
Yeah.
But Villa always offer that attacking threat.
Yeah, I can see that I'm actually leaning towards Villa.
Okay.
I think their quality in the final third will probably tell in the end.
Yeah.
But it's close.
It's going to be close.
But one thing's for sure, I think we can agree.
It's going to be a good game.
It is.
A really compelling match.
So before we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave our listeners with something to think about. And it's about the bigger picture here. The legacy of David Moyes at Everton.
Yeah, this is interesting, isn't it? I mean, he's coming back to a club where he had, great success.
He did, yeah.
But he also left without a trophy.
He did, yeah.
So what will his second stint be like?
That is a really interesting question.
Yeah.
Will he be able to recapture that magic from his previous time?
I don't know.
Or will, the challenges of modern football prove too difficult?
Yeah, I mean, football's changed a lot since he was last there.
It has, yeah.
The tactics are different.
The money in the game is crazy.
The pressure on managers is immense.
Yeah, he's going to have to adapt if he wants to be successful.
Absolutely he is.
That might mean making some tough decisions.
Yeah.
Challenging the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Maybe even changing his own philosophy.
Wow, that's a big ask.
It is. It's a tall order, but if anyone can pull it off,
yeah,
it's probably David Moyes.
Yeah, I think so too. He's a winner.
He knows the club.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fascinating to see how it unfolds.
It really adds another dimension to this match, doesn't it?
It does. It's more than just 3 points.
Yeah.
It's the start of a new chapter for Everton.
Yeah. It's huge for them, this game.
What a story it could be.
Exciting times.
So there we have it. We've explored the stats, the tactics, the psychological battles, the individual stories, even the unpredictable nature of the game.
Yeah, and the return of Moyes.
And we've looked at the wider context of David Moyes' return to Everton.
So much to consider.
Hopefully we've given you all the information you need to make some informed decisions about your bets.
Hopefully we have.
But at the end of the day, it's your call.
It is.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Trust your gut.
Yeah.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Absolutely. And most importantly, enjoy the game.
It's going to be a good one. Yeah, it really feels like there's more at stake here than just, 3 points.
It does, doesn't it?
Like you said, it's a clash of styles.
Yeah.
A battle of wits and a reunion with, echoes of the past.
It's like one of those what-if moments in football, isn't it?
Yeah.
What if Moyes had stayed at Everton all those years ago?
Yeah.
Would they be in a different position now?
It's impossible to know.
You can't say.
But it is fun to think about.
Yeah, it is a bit of fun to speculate.
It is.
And, speaking of speculation, let's not forget about the betting.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've given you a lot of information.
Yeah.
But ultimately,
it's up to you.
It's your choice.
Do you trust those historical trends that favor Villa?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the Moyes factor? Or maybe you just think it'll be a draw.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
But that's what we love about it.
That is what makes it exciting.
Absolutely.
But even if your bet doesn't come through, there's still going to be a lot to enjoy in this match.
Oh, there is.
All the tactical stuff, the individual battles, the drama that unfolds.
Well, that's the beauty of it.
That's why we love the game.
Exactly.
So yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the moment.
Enjoy it.
This Everton Villa match.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a cracker.
And who knows, maybe we'll see something that defies all the logic and predictions.
We might.
That's the beauty of football.
That's why we watch it.
So until next time, enjoy the match.
Yeah, have fun.
And happy punting.
Good luck.